Recording time. I was just about to start the recording, but then I got up to switch my shirt because the friend that gifted me this jersey, he said it looked like a Raiders jersey, so I was like, this is the most appropriate time to wear this. So I went ahead and switched shirts. Um Basically in this video I'm just gonna be chatting about my experience in Las Vegas for the first time, and I have a few points that I wrote, like typical Antoine fashion, how these videos go. I have a few points that I wrote down so I don't just get lost in the sauce yapping about whatever. But yeah. By the way, I will be talking about this, but I'll talk about it last. So yeah, basically I went to see the Grand Canyon, but instead of staying in Arizona, we stayed. Wait, no, not Arizona. Yeah, whatever. Instead of staying near the Grand Canyon, we stayed in Vegas and then took a long ass ride in a Sprinter van with some other travelers to a couple spots around the Grand Canyon and then the Grand Canyon itself, and it was really cool. But basically, it's kind of interesting when you look on my channel. If you're on desktop, it should be like a nice chunk of like four. It should be like a nice chunk of like four videos that are just all from that little Vegas trip. So yeah, that should be the first thing I talk about. One second. Um I should have had it prepared, but this guy, this is the only reason, like this thing right here is the only reason I was able to keep the uploading streak alive, because you cannot post like full scale videos just on your phone. Otherwise, I would have probably just done that. But yeah, this guy, this beautiful laptop did not let me down. The whole time I was just running around either with this camera or my smaller camcorder, and just trying to throw a couple videos. I think I posted two unedited videos and then two edited ones. So still somehow I was able to post four videos while I was on the road. And yeah, this laptop didn't let me down. I was like searching around, like trying to spot like 5G tower, not 5G towers, but you know what I mean, like the cellular towers. Trying to see if I can get like a good hotspot connection while I was on the road and stuff. But yeah, what's something I could talk to y'all about? Okay, this is a sad one. Basically, they're right here. My Aura goggles are gone. R.I.P. RIP to the Aura goggles. We still have the Iron Man shades, but y'all know the goggles that I wore in that video that I made, what I call it, how life feels after Cardi dropped, after the last Cardi album. In that video, in dress code, the when the goggles that I'm talking about, if you go to my channel and you look for the video dress code, the ones I'm wearing in that thumbnail, and become a character. Like I wore them in so many videos, in some like reactions. I think the Dave Blunt's reaction. I'm gonna miss those goggles. They fell out of my hoodie pocket somewhere at some point. I think right before I was boarding a flight. RIP. But yeah, they're just off Amazon. I can order a new one. I'll probably order them today because I really like them. So it sucks that I lost them, but you can't attach sentimental value to everything. But speaking of boarding flights, oh man, yeah, getting to Vegas was a challenge. We went on my mom's birthday, and yeah, it was the day we left. The day we left, it was my mom's 50th birthday, which was pretty cool. I got to spend time with the family, and even though I was stressing out about the videos, I was like, okay, let me try to enjoy the trip, bro. It was difficult for the first day. The first day had me stressing. I didn't eat at all. Like if you go, I think I called it Sin City MP4, and it was just that thumbnail was just a random picture of a Trump Tower that I took, and it was just me just like about to devour hella food at this buffet. But yeah, the flights were annoying. We had a connecting flight. We had like three cancel. It wasn't like three canceled flights, but like we had can't like one flight that we missed, but then we were able to get one half an hour later, and then but then the gate changed. It was a whole mess. But what else, man? Yeah, lost the goggles. that Vegas like humidity is no joke. My tongue is still dry, like badly. So I've just been trying to rehydrate as for as long as I noticed that I was dehydrated. But yeah, that Vegas dryness. I always thought I would like dry like climate. Bro, it is not it at all. It's not fun. What else we got? I ate pretty ass the entire time. I didn't eat a single good meal. If it wasn't fried chicken, it was a burger, and if it wasn't a burger, then stop lying. It was another burger. You know what I mean? So I'm back home, and I'm gonna be able to eat good. Um, what else? What did I see there? I saw the Grand Canyon. I mean, I showed you guys some of the stuff that I saw. I got to try In and Out Burger. I made a review on that. Um, the video itself wasn't a review, but I put a pretty detailed review in the description. So if you guys want to watch that, you can. I mean, bottom line is, don't be too envious of In and Out. It's not all that. There's better burgers in Orlando for sure, or probably just wherever you live. Um, what else we got? Okay, so in the video that I titled Grand, it was a pretty decently edited video, and in that video I showed these guys and I put like above them, like I zoomed in on these guys. They were actually some guys from Belgium, not from Belgium. There were these I'm so sorry. There were these Belgium guys, and they were taking the Sprinter van with us to the Grand Canyon. So we were spending a lot of time with these guys in the van, obviously. And for the whole time they were speaking French, but they were laughing. And it was strange because, I wouldn't expect them to speak French, but they were speaking French, and but they were laughing so hard and just saying, like, telling each other jokes in French, I guess. It was some crazy shit. But they were funny. I was speaking with one of them. I'm horrendous with names. I noticed on this trip I forgot like every person's name that I learned. So I unfortunately I'll never be able to remember that guy's name. But he was cool. I was talking with him. It made me realize I like speaking with people that like know not that much English, like that aren't fluent in English. I really enjoy it. It's more fun. But yeah, shout out to those guys. They made the ride kind of funny because they weren't like obnoxious, but the way they were laughing was just hilarious. Um, what else, man? Anything before I talk about these little shoes next to me? Hmm. Nah, bro. That's basically it. I ate a bunch of nonsense. I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about like I'm not gonna talk about the stuff I didn't like because that then this video will be like for sure longer than 10 minutes, and I kind of want to keep it like under 10, under 15 minutes. So yeah, but Vegas is not all that. I had a good experience because I tried to make the most out of it, but you probably couldn't pay me to go back, to be honest. But that's just, I mean, I don't know. That's it. I got to spend time in the malls, and I got to see a couple cool stores like a OVO store and this Bape store. And when I walked in there was this guy. I remember. I think his name was Nate. So shout out to Nate. I do remember his name. So he was like helping me look around. He was kind of explaining some of the pieces to me. I've liked Bape, like not even Bape. I've just enjoyed the like hypebeast culture ever since I was in like I don't know sixth grade. No, I don't know sixth grade. In sixth grade is when I found out about sneaker culture, hypebeast culture, all that. It's kind of what sparked my interest for fashion in general. JDC or Juan, me and him are like this only really because of like the fashion stuff, and we would watch like YouTubers like sneaker YouTubers and like videos about like sneakerhead stereotypes in class, like at school in sixth grade. It was cool. But yeah, I ended up walking out of the Bape store with these. These are Adidas Superstar. Well, they're not Bapestas, but I don't know what the actual proper name for these are. It's kind of embarrassing. What does it say on the box? It says Superstar V Bape. So yeah, I know you can barely see any of that, but it's $160. So like Adidas pricing on these, which is sick. I finally get to have a shoe with the star in it. I never had Adidas Superstars, let alone like really much Adidas shoes. I think I probably only had like three Adidas shoes in my life. One of them being a pair of Yeezys that I wore for like a week. They're still up there. But yeah, bro. These why I mentioned that I don't wear Adidas shoes is because these are not like crazy comfortable. I'm a 10 and a half in Jordan 1s. And when I put these on, like a 10 and a half of these, it was like, it felt like the shoe was like this long. And I was like, nah, there's no way the shoe's that uncomfortable. So then I sized down to a 10 and they fit pretty nice. So it's just the only thing is I've never wore like Converse, like normal Converse that have like the rubber toe cap. So I'm not used to this. And this toe cap, when you like, when you're like walking, it's like it like digs in your like in your toe, but after like half an hour of walking, it goes away. Like it doesn't hurt anymore. So I don't know if that's because it makes your foot numb so you don't feel it, or if it like kind of softens up and breaks in. But I'm excited about these. They're super sick. They have the star on one side and stripes on this side, but then it's inverted. So you see that? Like that's the outside of both shoes. So the outside of this one has the stripes, the outside of this one has a star, and then backwards. It's pretty sick. It has like this gold foil bape head right there. I know the camera's overexposed because my light's right there, but it has this gold foil bape head. What else? It says a bathing ape right there. I apologize for the overexposure. And then Adidas Superstar. Super sick. Um, but yeah, they are really just superstars with the star on them, but I'm glad that I get to have like a nice, like nicer all white shoe. I was wearing my white checkered Vans, like white on white checkered Vans, and those things are beat up. I've had them for like five, probably like 6 years. They're like a nine and a half, but they're stretched out to like a 10, and they're comfy. I mean, they're Vans, so it's like there's not much that can make them uncomfortable. They're beat up. I wish I can have them like here so I can show you. But they're probably in my shoe tour video. Those things are beat up, but I like them because they just have like a cool aesthetic to them. But when I walked in that vape store and I was looking at all those nice shiny patent leather vapestas, and I looked down, I'm looking at my poor ass Vans. I'm like, maybe it is time for new white shoes because I have Air Forces. I have Air Forces, white Vans, and like I don't know what other all white shoe I have. I don't think I have any other. So I was like, these are a nice pickup for a decent all white shoe. I'll show you all the box really quick. Oh yeah, and the lace. The lace says Adidas here, and then on this one, damn, on this one it says a bathing ape. Really nice. They came with two replacement laces. Um, these, which are like really similar to those, just without the like branded things. They have brands on the aglets, but we also have the fat laces. I am definitely have to use these. I got lazy and I didn't feel like putting them on like when I got them, but I'm most likely gonna switch out to them eventually. And yeah, the box is cool. It's like stiff, like it's like it opens like fully from the top. Again, I've never had a superstar box, so I don't know if all of them are like this, but it opens from the top, and it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's stiff, like it's not normal cardboard, and I like it. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like it's not like a soft cardboard. It's really stiff, and it's cool. It has the stripes, the little Bape Star, the head, the leaf. Really like it. So yeah, shout out to the Bape store in Vegas. Thank you for, I mean, it's a store, so yeah, obviously you sold me the shoe, but got a cool pickup, something I can remember the trip by. But yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, I'm not gonna rant about the things I didn't like on the trip. It's just know like appreciate nature more, appreciate like simple things, like the simple pleasures, okay? You don't need In and Out, you don't need Vegas, LA, like you don't need these crazy trips. And I know I wish one day I can, you know, go camping with my family or something instead of, doing like trying to do like, oh, Vegas. Okay, I do have to rant about this a little bit. When I go back to class, I hope one of you are watching. I know who you are. I hope you're watching this video. When I see you in class and our teacher says, "Oh, how was the trip? How was the Grand Canyon? How was Vegas? Oh my God, to Vegas! Wow!" It's like when you tell people like I've been to Paris. I went to Paris when I was a lot younger, and when I tell people that, they're like, "You went to Paris? You saw the Eiffel Tower?" Dude, it's just a city. Like, yeah, there can be cool experiences, but it's simpler things that I enjoy personally. So I do wanna, I don't know, go camping for a vlog. That'd be really sick. Go camping, a beach day. Like I keep hyping up the summer run, but we're gonna have a sick summer run. So that's it for my app. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to be back home in the humid temperatures. Back into the groove of things, not having to worry about if I'm able to upload a video because of shitty hotel Wi-Fi. But yeah, um, I still got school. I still got clothes to design. Still got videos to plan. So we're back, and we're gonna cook. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, but if not, I'll give you a reason to tomorrow.